Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jiya, your guide on the journey towards inner peace, self-growth, and holistic well-being. Today we are embarking on a profound exploration into the world of Reiki. So we'll be discussing what is Reiki, what's its history, how can we access this transformative power, and how can it enrich our lives. So join me as we dive deep into the ancient art of healing known as Reiki. So first things first, what is Reiki? So we know that Reiki is in 18th century to 20th century, and I say 18th to 20 because some places say 18th and some places say 20th century. Japanese technique that harnesses the power of life force energy to promote healing. So there's anywhere between 1 to 100 trillion atoms in 1 grain of salt, right? These atoms are constantly moving and generating energy. This energy exists in everything that we see around us, plants, objects, even cell phones. So Reiki helps us by using this invisible energy, the energy around you and inside of you, to release limiting energy and achieve balance. Once your own life energy is clear and moving freely and vibrating at a higher frequency, you experience inner connection to your true self, your intuition, and a deeper spiritual awareness. And you'll feel a sense of calm and relief. So to do this, there are specific hand positions that are used on the body or slightly above the body. Hands are usually placed on or above main energy centers, such as your chakras, right? Pathways such as the meridians or dantians. These are different points that encourage a strong flow of energy, or ki or chi. When ki is weakened or blocked, or chi, it could lead to symptoms of physical or emotional imbalance, right? So we know that we have to first begin by unraveling the essence of Reiki. So Reiki originating from Japan, which I want to say that because that's what's known, but in recent studies I've seen that we melanated people had Reiki in the Kemetic sciences. We can see that in the reliefs left behind, the hieroglyphics, where we're seeing that these deities, I'm just going to go with deities, have their hands up in a kind of Reiki-like fashion and doing it on each other. So we also had a form of Reiki, a type of Reiki, Kemetic Reiki, as some people call it, in Egypt, or Kemet, or Kush, right? But for this, we'll say Reiki, originating from Japan, is a holistic healing technique that channels universal life force energy through the practitioner's hands to promote healing, relaxation, and overall well-being. The word Reiki in itself derives from 2 Japanese words, Rei meaning universal and Ki meaning life energy. So Reiki. So imagine that our bodies are vessels of energy flowing freely when balanced, right? But when there's a block or stagnation, that flow is interrupted, is disrupted. Reiki serves to harmonize this energy, restoring the balance and vitality to the body, mind, and spirit. So one of the services I do most is the chakra balancing or unblocking for Reiki, right? Because we know that these chakras are energy points within our bodies, and they can become blocked and they can become stagnant. And using Reiki, we can now clear those blockages, right? So that's one of the ways that we use Reiki. Going back into now the history behind Reiki. To truly appreciate Reiki, we have to understand the history, right? So it was developed by Mikhail, I want to say, Yusui. I might be butchering the first name. Apologies. Yusui in the early, again, 20th century, 18th to 20th century, right? Reiki emerged as a spiritual practice for healing and enlightenment, right? So Yusui Sensei, after years of meditation and going on this spiritual quest, right, he experienced a profound awakening on Mount Kuruma, where he received the gift of Reiki energy, right? Yusui's teachings were later passed down through various Reiki lineages, each adding their own unique insights and techniques to the practices. Now, going back to the unique insights and techniques to the practice. So we know that Reiki can just be used with just your hands, right? Reiki can also be done using crystals, using tuning forks, sound baths, music, smoke smudging. There's different things that can be added to it, but really all you need is your hands, the intention, and that's it. As a practitioner, that's all that is necessary. That's all that is required. But you can add additional things to aid in helping to release that energy or clear that blockage or make that energy move in the way that it's supposed to be moving, that flow of energy, right? Going into now the understanding between how Reiki is received in the Eastern world as opposed to the Western world. So in the Eastern world, Reiki is almost automatically integrated into traditional Eastern medicine as a complementary therapy, right? It's accepted almost, I don't know how, it's just the norm, right? If you look at some videos, you'll see that some people talk about, I don't know what they call it, but it's the one where you're hitting certain points, certain parts of your body. That's to release stagnant energy, right? That's a thing that is done a lot in the Eastern world. So they understand the purpose of getting that energy to move, unblocking that energy. You'll see stuff people with tapping as well too. These are the things that are more common in the Eastern world. Alongside of that, acupuncture and things like that. So it's more accepted as a norm. Where in the Western world, Reiki is just now kind of being accepted, right? Under the umbrella of Reiki, I will say. Under the umbrella of Reiki, it's just now kind of being accepted. And I say that because those of you who are from Christian background, specifically Protestant, I don't think this is done in the Catholic Church. Again, I'm not an expert with the Catholic religion, so I can't really say. Specifically with the Protestant side of Christianity, you know the laying of the hands, right? Laying of the hands is very, very much done within that religion. So it's not something that is new for us. It's just new under the name or term Reiki, but it's all in the same thing. You're accessing energy and laying hands with the hopes of releasing that energy for the benefit of the person, for healing, for deliverance, all those things. It's all in the same thing. So now moving now into the benefits, right, of Reiki. There are many, many benefits of Reiki. It's from stress reduction to pain relief to emotional healing to there's so many different ways that we can benefit from Reiki. I don't think that there's something that Reiki can't touch. Even like past life issues, future, like timeline jump, like there's a lot of things that Reiki can help with. And I find that if your intentions is really where your intentions is what's important. So as long as you set the intention for it, Reiki can help you. Protection work, again, physical injury, emotional trauma, stress, right? Diabetes, arthritis, sciatica, anxiety, depression, insomnia, so many different ways that Reiki can help both humans and animals as well too, right? So Reiki helps you by feeling It helps you feel better by balancing your nervous system and stimulating the body's innate ability to self-heal. Feeling balanced may mean something different to each person during the treatment. So if you're tired, you'll feel refreshed. If you're feeling overwhelmed, you'll discover a sense of clarity and focus. When you're balanced, your heart rate and breathing slows down, which can reduce pain. In addition to reducing symptoms of stress and side effects of medication, Reiki boosts your confidence about regaining your health and well-being. This sense of healthfulness helps you incorporate other health and lifestyle changes. One of the things I like about Reiki is that it's not something that's just happening during a session. Reiki continues to work. So days after, a week after, a month after, the effects of Reiki is still working. Until the intent is met, Reiki will continue to work, which I love that. It's not a one and done thing. Again, though, there may be some things that do require multiple sessions, right? You can't be dealing with a terminal illness and doing Reiki and think one session and that's it. Sometimes it requires more than one session, consistent working in order for you to see benefits from Reiki. But you will see benefits from Reiki. You will definitely see benefits from Reiki. And I love that about Reiki in itself. Another thing that I want to stress is that if you are a practitioner, or new practitioner specifically, because I know a lot of new practitioners suffer from imposter syndrome because they feel like they need to be doing something. Reiki is not about the practitioner. You don't need to be doing anything. You just need to be willing and open to allow Reiki to use you as a vessel for your client. That is it. That is all. You don't need to do anything. Like, remember, I said that there are people who use crystals and people. You don't need to do anything other than be a willing vessel to allow Reiki in to do what it needs to do. And Reiki will go where it's most needed, where it is needed. So you might set an intention for something. Hey, this session is to clear my throat chakra, but it is most needed in the root chakra. Reiki will work in that root chakra and as well as the throat chakra, but where it will go where it's most needed, that's where it will go. So even if you don't know hand movement, so a lot of people may feel intimidated about remembering where to place their hand. You can literally just place your hands on root points. Reiki will go where it's most needed. You don't need to know all of the different hand placements in order for you to use Reiki. It's one of the things that I absolutely love about Reiki. So going into that, who can practice Reiki? So one of the beautiful aspects of Reiki is that it's accessible. Unlike some other healing modalities that require years of study, anyone can learn and practice Reiki. There's no special abilities or prerequisites, like I was saying. Only an open heart and a willingness to connect to the universal life force energy. So whether you're a seasoned healer or just beginning your journey, Reiki welcomes you with open arms, inviting you to become a vessel of healing light. You can learn Reiki not for the intentions of necessarily giving service to others, but for your own self. You can do self Reiki sessions to heal your own self, your own body, your own ailments, right? Which is a beautiful thing, So I want to now go into what can you expect during a session? What can be expected during a session? So before your treatment, your practitioner will ask you what exactly that you're looking for Reiki to do. What's your purpose in receiving the session? Are you stressed? Or your chakras blocked? Or are you looking for a deeper intuition? What is it that you're looking for, right? So the intention, again, is very, very, very important. Both you and the practitioner need to be on the same page as far as what the intention is for this session. So before a session, most practitioners will sit with you or maybe provide you with a questionnaire that you will fill out to let them know what exactly your intention is. So this intention creates a spark of energy that releases out into the universe to help manifest this into reality. During your session, your practitioner will place their hands on or above your energy centers of the body. Their intuition will guide them to energetic areas of the body that may need attention. There's been plenty of times where somebody comes to me and say, hey, I just need a chakra clearing for this chakra, that chakra, or whatever. And as I'm doing the session, I feel called to other parts of the body, whether it's the shoulders, the hands, the feet, whatever. I feel called to because I'm following my intuition, and my intuition now guides me to different parts of the body that may need my attention. So the goal of your practitioner should be to raise your vibration in the energy field, in and around your body, to stimulate energy around any interference, to gently allow it to release, right? So Ki or Chi can flow freely to support the organs and cells in your body, right? You're fully clothed, fully clothed, as well as you can have Reiki done long distance, which I predominantly do, right? Because you can be anywhere in the world and still provide Reiki healing to others. I actually love it. This can be done via the phone, Zoom call, or even without your presence, just having the intention discussed with you guys. Your Reiki practitioner can do it without you even being present, or on the phone or anything like that, which is also amazing, right? What else? So the Reiki experience is different for everyone. In some cases, symptoms may increase for a short period as healing starts, right? This is known as a healing crisis. Some clients go into a meditative state where they see colors or images or embark on an inner spiritual journey. I've had people have visions during a session, which is also amazing. I love hearing the after effects. Like, I always ask, what was it like for you? I love to know what they're experiencing. So due to the fluctuations of Ki energy, some feel tingling, hot or cold flashes, throbbing, different things. A lot of people fall asleep or get extremely sleepy as well too. There's a lot of things that happen. Now, going back to symptoms increasing for a short period of time. Remember what I said, that Reiki is not a one and done. It's not just happening as you're doing the session, right? It will continue to work until the intention is made. Sometimes that requires a detoxing period, right? And that period is also very important and also a very real thing. So I will tell you, if you're having a session done, pay attention to what's happening the day of your session, the after your session, the week after your session, the month after your session. How has Reiki been working for you? See if there's any detoxes, uprise in symptoms, and then a decrease in symptoms. See what's happening. All of those things is very important for you to be paying attention and being mindful. Let's see, what else can we discuss in regards to this? As far as the effectiveness of Reiki, of course, that's going to vary. Some people may benefit from one session, but a lot of people benefit from multiple sessions, right? To keep things open and in alignment and attuned, So the effectiveness is going to vary. I really can't really say this is how you'll know it's effective or whatever. It's going to vary based on your issues, based on what's going on with each person individually. But Reiki is a beautiful source of healing. It's a beautiful modality of healing. And I encourage you all to do some research about it and look into it, because it can help with a lot of different things. And it's divinely guided, intuitively guided. You know what I mean? And I love that aspect of it. And I love the fact that you don't need to, again, be physically present for it. It's a beautiful way of helping people. If you are looking for self-healing, you want to do that for yourself, look into getting trained. And you can do self-healing sessions for yourself. You know what I mean? Like, it's accessible for everyone, which I think is amazing. So I just wanted to go over these things with you really quickly, and I hope that I answered any questions that you have in regards to Reiki. And if you have any more questions, please leave them in the chat below. I will definitely answer any questions that you guys may have. If you're looking for sessions, you can also check the description for my link tree where you can book a session with me. And I will talk to you guys more about this in the coming weeks. I'll have more videos diving even deeper into Reiki, and as well as more videos on, or mini sessions, as I like to call them, with different Reiki sessions that I'll be offering on YouTube, on Facebook, Instagram, all the new places. Speaking of which, if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my videos. And I will see you guys in the next one. Be well.